Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of G.A.S. Super Freak. In today's episode, we're gonna talk about this little guy. First, I intended to make this episode about the HM-2, the famous heavy metal boss pedal. But I forgot that this pedal of mine is broken. It has something that makes a weird noise, and I totally forgot about it. I'm gonna show you actually how it sounds, because I tried to make it work, but it gotta be fixed. So instead of doing the video of how does the HM-2 sound and what you can do with it, I figured out that we can do a video about different artists that had used this pedal in the past. First, this was created in the year 1983. It was released, and it was produced till 1988. There are some famous guitar players that use the HM-2 for their sound. First one that it's really famous, it's David Gilmour, guitar player of Pink Floyd. He basically used this pedal during the 80s era of his music. He did use it to boost a Mesa Boogie Mark I. There's also another guitar player, but this one I don't know if it is true or not. I know that you can accomplish a lot of similar sounds of this guy, but I don't know if you can actually say that he used one. Maybe I mean, for what I read, he has used like pedals like this one in his live rigs, but I don't actually know if he used it on studio. And we're talking about Mr. Kevin Shields from My Bloody Valentine. I read that he's Pro Co Turbo Rat and Marshall Yabner, but not this one. But there are other people that say that you can emulate his sound with this pedal, and I'm pretty sure that you can do it because it's pretty versatile. I mean, you can get like the most extreme sounds with full distortion in front of an amp, or you can do something more mellow, more kind of like some sort of, I don't know if overdrive it's a word, but something like in the middle, in between like an overdrive and a distortion. But it has a pretty characteristic sound, it has a pretty unique sound that it cannot be like confused with other pedals. I mean, this one, it's pretty unique. But more on the extreme side of the music genre, there is Ulf Söderlund and Alex Halid, both guitar players of first Nihilist, then Entombed, from Stockholm, and they developed the worldwide known buzzsaw distortion, sound, and they did that basically putting everything into, maxing out like all the knobs. It is a sound that I like a lot. I think it was pretty creative way of using a distortion, and it's immediately you can tell that that's a sound from a place, and they accomplished what they wanted to do. But also a lot of the credit of the sound of the area comes from the engineer and producer Thomas Skonberg. He recorded the first, I think that's the first 3 or 4 albums of M2, and he's responsible also of pretty renowned albums, full lengths of bands from Europe. Bands as Darkthrone, Carnage, Dismember, Grotesque, At the Gates, Slaughter of the Soul. It's this guy, the one that you listen in the record. I'm not a big fan of that album, but Darkthrone's Soulside Journey, it's one of my favorites, and the Entombed stuff, it's the first 4 records for me are awesome. I really like them, including the last record with Nick Anderson. That's the 666 album. That's like all the iconic guitar players that come to my mind when we talk about the HM-2. There's also another mention that's a more modern band that it wasn't on the radar. It's a band called Nails, and they have like the bossa sound, and I listened to a couple of songs from them, and it was pretty rad band. But also I asked Chat GPT if it could make me a list of guitar players that have used the HM-2, and it came up with some weird list that I'm pretty sure that it's awfully mistaken. I'm gonna read the list. It says Kirk Hammett on Kill 'Em All and Ride the Lightning used the HM-2. I have never heard or read in any forums or documentaries or anything like that about that. So I don't know. You guys please help me and tell me if ChatGPT is wrong. It says Tom Morello in the Rage Against the Machine album and the Evil Empire. It says Dimebag Darrell on Cowards from Hell, on Vulgar Display of Power, and on Far Beyond Driven. Pretty sure that's not like that. I mean, for what I know from Dimebag Darrell, he used the Randall, the RG100 ES, if I'm not mistaken, on the Cowards from Hell, and I think that it was on the Vulgar Display of Power that he used the Century 200. He used to have an EQ before entering the amp, and another EQ on the effects loop, but I have never heard that he boosts the signal with a distortion, so I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Also, it says that Dave Mustaine used on the Peace Cells and the Support Signature Watt album, and Zach Wild on the No More Tears and the Osmosis album. About Zach Wild, I don't know. I really don't know, but it doesn't sound like it. Maybe I'm mistaken, I don't know. But Dave Mustaine, hands down, no. That's not the Megadeth sound. So I don't know from where did it came up with this list, and I just thought that it was interesting to share this with you. So don't trust ChatGPT and do your research on the forums. So that's today's video. I invite you to give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe, and please write me in the comment section if you have questions, if you wanna share anything about like Dispel, what you think about it, what you think about what ChatGPT said about these guitar players that use Dispel. But let me know in the comment section, please. That's today's episode. So bye guys.